What they do?
Oh, that's where them snacks be coming from?
Fletch, what up?
Hey, Grandma. Nah, you good? He would come up to me, Grandma. Pope, you crazy, but this what you need to do.
Smith, you crazy, boy.
Girl, you crazy.
Miss Floyd, you crazy.
And you showing this to Robinswood, right?
I'm gonna chop it up, edit it, make it look good.
All right.
Yeah, so it's gonna be on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning at the Wood. This is Coach Lynum checking in. What's happening?
A co-worker, a community pillar. He was genuinely a good friend, just like a brother. I could bring him any problem and he would definitely help me out, and I appreciate that.
He started out as my student, my first year teaching, and then when he came as a teacher and then a dean, and he was a coach. And then when he came to PE, he's been there 9 years, and we had a blast.
Tommie Tom, my true friend, I'm gonna miss you. I know we held down 8th grade lunch when you was 8th grade dean. I was math coach. You truly been there as a true friend. You kept me inspired. I know you called me May, June, July. When I went back in the classroom, you held down the 8th grade hallway for me. Gray House, represent. We're gonna continue to represent for you. We're gonna miss you. True love, blessings to you and your family.
This is the house where you wanna be. Yeah. This is the house where you wanna be. All my teachers shining, cause we really shining. All my doors in line, they ain't even quiet.
Tommie, one of the things that I know I'm going to end up always sticking with me with the 10 years that we've worked together is, Smith, you crazy, boy. And one of the latest things that I remember I'm going to be up there saying about you, because when you were working the media center, I was like, yeah, Tommie, you the book man. I want to really say you really left a real legacy here, and for the family, a real one is missed. So much love to y'all. Continue prayers going up, and much blessings.
This road, brother, you would be missed dearly. But I will always uplift your name, uplift your family. And if them boys ever need anything, your boys, please reach out. To Summer and the rest of the family as well, you guys be blessed. I'm always here for y'all. See you later, brother Tommie.
Man of Omega Sci-Fi, colleague, and beloved friend of 18 plus years. What an admirable impact and legacy you've left the community, Robinswood. You will forever be remembered as a great man.
Hey, y'all know who this is, huh?
I've had the pleasure of working with Tommie for over 20 years. He was such a great guy. He just meant so much to everyone. He impacted the kids so much good for the school and community. Everyone just loved him. I loved him too.
Dean Lynum didn't play the radio. Coach Lynum, smile a lot. Fletch, what up? Tommie Lynum, all around, good guy, good co-worker, good colleague, good friend. My brother, salute.
Walk into a room, he just filled the whole room up and had such a beautiful smile. I love to hear him laugh. We laughed a lot together.
And I knew Tommie for about 15 years or more. He was a science teacher, a dean. He was a great dean. He touched so many lives. And then he came into the PE department. After I retired, he took my position. And then 10 years later, here I am subbing for his classes.
First and foremost, he was a public servant. So basically that means he touched a lot of lives, a lot of kids, and even more adults. For the last 23 years, he's been by my side, been a close friend. So it's hard to speak on him with him not being here, but I'm gonna get through it. I knew Lynum prior to us being teachers, and we ran these streets being juvenile probation officers, trying to run and find the bad kids. So we switched, and now we came to the school to work with the bad kids, make them good kids. I was glad to be a part of that. I appreciate I had the chance to talk to him and got to know him. All right, Chief.
You're my favorite coworker. And this is the first time I'm telling you or anybody that. You are my favorite coworker. And I'm gonna miss you.
Tommie is always jolly. Every time you see him, he's happy, like, hey, grandma, hey, grandpa, you know, stuff like that. We're always coming together, laughing and everything throughout the day. He would come up to me, grandma, you know, stuff like that. And I'm saying, look at this man calling me grandma. When I see you out in the street, I'm gonna call you grandpa. And he would just laugh and say, Miss Hall, you better not call me grandpa out in the street.
You are the reason I am back at the Wood, and I appreciate you for that. So I promise you, I'm gonna hold it down the same way you have done.
Mr. Lynum was someone who started off as a supportive coworker, who became a great friend, and who later became an awesome older brother. Lynum had an energy that is unmatched, an energy that nobody could ever replace. He was someone that I could sit and joke and have a great conversation.
The time that I've known him, he was a wonderful person, very genuine, easygoing, easy to talk to. The one thing I'm really gonna miss is like whenever he see me, he'll say, "Nah, you good?" I said, "Yep, good." And I loved whenever I saw him, he always gave me a big hug.
He was someone that my son looked up to. He was the first person that when my son got hurt, who would call him, check on him. He offered my son his first job. He was a great mentor.
He got me my first job working with him for Cool Guys Ice Cream. Even when I did stop coming around, he never failed to stop checking up on me and making sure I was good and I was straight and I was focused on school. That just goes to show the type of person he was and his character.
I'm standing here today because what you did for me a long time ago, way back when I was in middle school. You took me in your office, you had a heart-to-heart with me, and let me know the things that I was doing, the path that I was heading, it wasn't right and it wasn't gonna lead me nowhere I wanted to go. That conversation changed a lot for me. And even all these years later, when I'm in college, I can still reach out to you for advice and you was right there for me, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you've done.
Mr. Lynum didn't just do his job. He cared about us even after we left. We stayed in touch, and I'll never forget when he called me after I graduated college just to congratulate me.
Whenever I had a kid that I needed a male to be a great mentor towards him, I would run to Lynum, and he was just that person.
I've learned a lot. Also, I laughed a lot.
I remember many years ago being asked by my administrator to take on the role as dean in Mr. Lynum's absence. And let me tell you, I was overwhelmed. I sat at the desk asking God, Lord, please bring Mr. Lynum back.
Lynum, these 8th graders, they're getting on my nerves. What are you gonna do?
No one did it like Mr. Lynum. The positive, productive impact he had on our students was unmatched, and it will never be forgotten.
We need to go to room 208, get him out of the class. I'm gonna miss that, Miss Newsom. I'm really gonna miss that.
I had the privilege of knowing Tommie first as a colleague and later as his principal. And in every role, he led with heart, strength, and unwavering dedication. He built lasting relationships with students and staff, leaving a legacy that will continue to inspire us all. As it says in John 14:2-3, "In my Father's house are many rooms. I go to prepare a place for you." We find comfort knowing his place is prepared, and his spirit will forever live on in the lives he touched.
Hi, Mr. Lynum. This is Vice Lord. That's the name you've called me for years. No matter where I am, whoever I'm speaking with, you have to let it be known that I'm Vice Lord. I never understood where you get that name from. I think you got it from my husband. But, hey, I loved it. I always laugh. You always make me laugh when you say that. I'm gonna miss that a lot. Because although I used to always deny it, but it made me laugh for the day, no matter what day I was having. If I saw you coming and you called me that name, that'll make my day. Thank you.
He was such a wonderful person. I did have an interaction with him. One day I actually accidentally parked in his parking spot. He gave me the story of how that became his parking spot, but I've never have parked in his parking spot again. He was a wonderful person. I really gonna miss him. But We know that all is going to be well in the end.
Thank you for being here at Robinswood. Thank you for having that infectious smile that you have when you holler Miss Jones. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being the type of man that you were and the man that you really are.
He was a great mentor, friend, and coach. To all those who got to know him, he was a wonderful human being. He will be greatly missed. God bless.
I came to Robinswood with Coach Lynum over 23 years ago. Nice colleague, never had anything negative to say about anyone. The kids loved him. He will be truly missed.
I love you. I miss you. Family of Lynum, you guys have done an amazing job. He is such a wealth of knowledge and a pleasure to be around. I thank you guys for sharing him with us. I thank you guys for being there for him. And to Tamon and TJ, you guys got some big shoes to fill, and I'm sure Lynum and your mom and your family have prepared you to do so. Thank you, Lynum, for all your support and all that you've given to Robinswood and me personally, because I feel honored and pleasured to have been in your circle.
To my friend Tommie Lynum, the words are from Melanie Stringer. I remember him as one of the most charming and cheerful young men that I have ever met. He was laid back, often laughing, cutting up on folks and making you feel as if you had known him from the old neighborhood, as if he was that familiar favorite cousin that you used to get in trouble with. He had the goofiest smile, the warmest greeting. He no doubt invested in thousands of people, students, teammates, all within his lifetime. I will miss you, Tommie. I will miss you forever, my friend. From Melanie Stringer.
I will always carry with me your determination as a father when you went and got TJ, to make sure he had structure, and to keep your promise to Quana to make sure Tamon graduated. I worked with you for 20 years, known you before we worked at the Wood, and stayed close with you after. We shared a lot of laughs together, but the thing I'll keep with me is the happiest I've ever seen you is when you celebrated my family's biggest win. I love you, bro. I appreciate you, my boy. Bet that up.
Really had a great time working on it.
I'm sorry. Mr. Monroe's class, copy.
Oh, gotta do that again then.
All right.